Congress is already considering impeachment, but won't admit it. Los Angeles Times. Last week, no fewer than 6 committees of the House of Representatives were investigating potential grounds for impeaching Donald Trump as President of the United States. They don't use the word impeachment. Their instructions, but the question is never far away: does Trump's record of norm-busting, rule-bending, and apparent law-breaking, from conflicts of interest to murky connections with foreign governments, justify removing him from office? We have to see what the facts are. Call this phase pre-impeachment. Pelosi and the Speaker and her allies describe a 2-step process before any impeachment can succeed. Step 1 is gathering conclusive evidence of misconduct, high crimes and misdemeanors, the Constitution says serious enough to warrant articles of impeachment. That may be the easy. Step 2 would be convincing the public that impeachment is warranted and building bipartisan support in Congress, especially in the Republican-controlled Senate. That's tougher. If only one party is involved, Democrats risk the kind of disaster Republicans faced when they impeached President Clinton in 1998, saw him acquitted in the Senate, and watched their own popularity plummet. The House Democrats have held their majority for little more than a month, so step 1 is only beginning in Congress, at least. But they lost no time. It will be hard to keep the probes separate. Pelosi, the House Intelligence Committee, will investigate whether Trump or his family have been compromised by Russia, Saudi Arabia, or other foreign actors. Financial Affairs, under D. Los Angeles, will help shift look into potential money laundering by the president's family-run company. Judiciary, under Republic. Gerald Nadler D. Foreign Affairs, under Republic. Elliot L. The investigative flurry got the president's attention. Presidential harassment. He roared on Twitter last week. The Dems and their Trump chiefly targeted Schiff, whom he castigated for looking at every aspect of my life, both financial and personal, even though there is no reason to be doing so. Never happened before. Trump has long argued that his financial dealings and his family-run business empire should be off limits. The special counsel, we need to know that the president is acting in our national interest and not in some family financial interest. And not because he described his probe as a counterintelligence investigation to determine whether foreign regimes have undue influence over the president. There are a lot of disturbing allegations out there, he said. But, like I think we should review the whole record before making that decision, he said. There's a lot of work. Like Pelosi, he insisted that any move to impeach the president must have bipartisan support or it will fail. Some Democrats are more impatient. Has vowed to spend, but that's short-sighted. An impeachment and, as Pelosi knows, it would divert attention from every other priority, from healthcare to climate change, the raw material for the campaign Democrats hope to wage in 2020. For anyone rooting for impeachment, the House is already doing what it needs to do, investigating. It is putting Trump. Any impeachment is traumatic, but a failed impeachment can be worse. Steyer and others. Doyle McManus column appears on Wednesday and Sunday.
Raindrop, drop top, smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up.